Discrete mathematical structures, Module 2, Mathematical Logic, Part 2. Logical equivalence, the laws of logic. Definition: consider two propositions S1 and S2. Two propositions are said to be logically equivalent when the statements S1 is true if and only if the statement S2 is true. Two compound propositions S1 and S2 are said to be equivalent or logically equivalent if and only if they have same truth values. In other words, for all possible truth values of the component statements, the compound propositions will have same truth values. For example, consider a proposition P implies Q. This is a compound proposition and it is equivalent to negation of P or Q. To prove the logical equivalence between two given statements, we can use the truth table. Here is an example. Show that P or Q is logically equivalent to negation of P and negation Q. So construct the truth table. Consider the columns corresponding to statement P or Q and negation P and negation Q. Since the truth values are same in these two columns, we can conclude that P or Q is logically equivalent to negation of P and negation Q. Similarly, to show that P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation of P or Q, show that truth values are same in the column corresponding to P implies Q and the column corresponding to negation P or Q. Another example, to show that P if and only if Q is logically equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. So here we can see that column corresponding to P implies and implied by Q assumes the truth values 1, 0, 0, 1, and column corresponding to P implies Q and Q implies P assumes the same truth values which are 1, 0, 0, 1. Therefore, P implies Q is logically equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. Well-formed formulas. Symbols P, Q, R, etc. are called statement variables. Symbols negation, conjunction, disjunction, implication and by implication are called logical connectives. A statement variable is a well-formed formula. If A and B are statement formulas, then the expressions negation of A and B, A or B, A implies B and A if and only if B are well-formed formulas. Expressions are well-formed formulas that are constructed only by using A and B. Rules of logic. Identity property. P and T is equivalent to P. P or F is equivalent to P. Domination property. P or T is equivalent to T. P and F is equivalent to F. Idempotent property. P or P is equivalent to P. P and P is equivalent to P. Double negation. Negation of P is equivalent to P. Commutative property. P or Q is logically equivalent to Q or P. P and Q is equivalent to Q and P. Associative property. P or Q or R is equivalent to P or Q or R. Similarly, P and Q and R is equivalent to P and Q and R. Distributive property. P or Q and R is logically equivalent to P or Q and P or R. P and Q or R is logically equivalent to P and Q or P and R. De Morgan's law. Negation of P and Q is logically equivalent to negation of P or negation of Q. Negation of P or Q is logically equivalent to negation of P and negation Q. Trivial tautology and contradiction. P or negation P is logically equivalent to T. P and negation P is logically equivalent to F. So we can use the truth table to prove logical equivalence of these properties. To prove the De Morgan's law using truth table. So for that, construct the truth table of negation of P and Q implies and implied by negation P or negation Q, and also negation P or Q if and only if negation P and negation Q. Prove the distributive property using truth table. So construct the truth table of P and Q or R if and only if P and Q or P and R, P or Q and R if and only if P or Q and P or R. So here, when S1 logically equivalent to S2, then S1 implies S2 is a tautology. And when S1 logically equivalent to S2, S2 logically equivalent to S3, then S1 logically equivalent to S3. Converse, inverse and contrapositive of a given conditional proposition. For any given proposition P implies Q, P is also known as the premise or hypothesis and Q is known as the conclusion. For example, consider the conditional proposition: if you do your homework, then you will not be punished. Here, you do your homework is the premise and you will not be punished is the conclusion. The converse of conditional proposition is obtained by interchanging the hypothesis and conclusion. If the conditional proposition is if P then Q, then the converse of if P then Q is if Q then P. So converse of P implies Q is Q implies P. The converse of if you do your homework, you will not be punished is if you will not be punished, then you do your homework. Inverse. An inverse of the conditional statement is the negation of both the hypothesis and conclusion. If the statement is if P then Q, the inverse will be if not P then not Q. For example, the inverse of if you do your homework, then you will not be punished is if you do not do your homework, then you will be punished. So the inverse of P implies Q is negation P implies negation Q. Contrapositive. The contrapositive of the conditional proposition is obtained by interchanging the hypothesis and conclusion of the inverse statement. If the statement is if P then Q, the inverse will be if not Q then not P. The contrapositive of if you do your homework then you will not be punished is if you will be punished then you do your homework. That is, contrapositive of P implies Q is negation Q implies negation P. So corresponding to the compound proposition, if P then Q, P implies Q, its contrapositive is negation Q implies negation P, its converse is Q implies P, and its inverse is negation P implies negation Q. So construct a truth table corresponding to converse, inverse and contrapositive. So from the truth table we can conclude that P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation Q implies negation P. It's contrapositive. Example, let P be the proposition today is Sunday and Q, I will wash the car. The conjunction P implies Q is the statement if today is Sunday then I will wash the car. The converse of this implication is Q implies P. Q implies P is if I wish the car then today is Sunday. Now consider another example. Let PQ represent the statements P, Jeff is concerned about his cholesterol levels. Q, Jeff walks at least 2 miles 3 times a week. So P implies Q is if Jeff is concerned about his cholesterol levels then he will walk at least 2 miles 3 times a week. The contrapositive of this conditional proposition is negation Q implies negation P. That is, if Jeff does not walk at least 2 miles 3 times a week, then he is not concerned about his cholesterol levels. The converse is Q implies P. That is, if Jeff walks at least 2 miles 3 times a week, then he is concerned about his cholesterol levels. The inverse is negation P implies negation Q. That is, if Jeff is not concerned about his cholesterol levels, then he will not walk at least 2 miles 3 times a week. Principle of duality. Principle of duality states that for any true statement, the dual statement obtained by interchanging unions into intersection and interchanging universal set into null set is also true. If dual of any statement is the statement itself, it is said to be a self-dual statement. So this is the case when we consider union and intersection operation in set theory. Similarly in logic, if we consider the statement as if S contains no logical connectives other than and or, then the dual of S denoted by SD is the statement obtained from S by replacing each occurrence of and or by or and respectively, and each occurrence of T0 and F0 by F0 and T0 respectively. So the dual of S is SD is obtained by replacing or and with or, T with F and F with T. If you consider S and T be statements, then the theorem states that S implies and implied by T implies its dual SD implies and implied by TD. That is, if S and T are logically equivalent, then their duals are also logically equivalent. For example, the statements P or negation P and negation P are duals of each other whenever P is primitive, and so are the statements P or T naught and P and F naught. Now consider the statement as written in terms of primitive statements P, Q and R, S is P and negation Q, or R and T naught. The dual of S is SD, which is obtained by replacing and or with or and respectively. So SD is P or negation Q and R or F naught. Substitution rule. If we replace each occurrence of the primitive statement P by the compound statement R and S, then the tautology P implies Q if and only if negation P or Q is again a tautology. That is, corresponding to P, substitute it as R and S. So we get R and S implies Q if and only if negation of R and S or Q is a tautology. So the rule says that when we consider a compound statement which is a tautology, if P is a primitive statement that appears in P, and if we replace each occurrence of P by the same statement Q, then the resulting compound statement P1 is also a tautology. And also, if we consider P as a compound statement where P is an arbitrary statement that appears in P, and let Q be a statement such that Q if and only if P. Suppose that in P we replace one or more occurrence of P by Q, then this statement yields the compound statement P1, and P1 is equivalent to P. Example, so consider statement P, negation of P or Q if and only if negation P and negation Q. So this statement is a tautology. Now if we replace P by R and S, so we get P1. So negation of R and S or Q if and only if negation of R and S and negation Q. Similarly, P2, negation of R and S or T implies U if and only if negation of R and S and negation of T implies U. So here we replace P by R and S and Q by T implies U. Consider another example. Let P be the compound statement P implies Q implies R. This compound statement contains P implies Q, and we know that P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. So another compound statement P1 is obtained by replacing P implies Q by negation P or Q. So P1 is negation P or Q implies R, and P1 logically equivalent to P. Similarly, consider a compound statement P implies P or Q. Since we know that negation of P is logically equivalent to P, P1 is obtained by replacing P by negation of P. That is, P1 is negation P implies negation P or Q. So P1 logically equivalent to P. So by applying substitution principle, we can simplify a given compound statement. So consider the example, negation of P or Q implies R. So this is logically equivalent to negation of P or Q or R. That is logically equivalent to negation of P or Q and negation R by De Morgan's law. And this is logically equivalent to P or Q and negation R. Similarly, if you consider the compound statement negation of P implies Q. By De Morgan's law we get negation of P or Q. So this is logically equivalent to negation of P and negation Q, and it is logically equivalent to P and negation Q. Another example, simplify P or Q and negation of P and Q. So P or Q and negation P and Q is equivalent to P or Q and negation of P or negation Q by applying De Morgan's law. Now apply a double negation rule. So this is logically equivalent to P or Q and P or negation Q. So by applying inverse law we get P or F naught, and by applying identity law, that is logically equivalent to P. An application to switching network. Simplify the network using laws of logic. So the network is denoted by a compound statement P or Q or R and P or T or negation Q and P or negation T or R. So by applying properties we get an equivalent compound statement P or R and T or negation Q. The corresponding network is given here.